Afternoon. Tom Rask, unincorporated Pinellas County. As you can tell, voter suppression is going to be an issue. Voter suppression meaning thwarting of the will of the people in 1996 to adhere to 8-year term limits. Ms. Vane put it well. She talked about legal machinations. That's where they were. If you follow what happened, Pinellas County withdrew from the lawsuit, yet somehow got the benefit of it. No one cares. No one cares how you got there. It's viewed as a shell game by the voters. Over 70% voted. And you and other agencies in the county trying to shove light rail down our throat, shove all kinds of things down our throat, just increases our determination. Presumably, you all know that this country is only one severe economic downturn away from severe social unrest. You know that, right? I see Ms. Long is typing away on her computer, apparently not listening, which is, of course, her prerogative. But that's a perfect segue into the other word you've heard a lot here, which is corruption. And for those listening at home, they should know that corruption doesn't mean what Ken Welch tried to make it into every time that word was brought up, which is crime. There are many ways to be corrupt. One is corruption of process, where you, for instance, hold meetings, public meetings, for the purpose of soliciting public comment, but you don't listen to them. Another way to corrupt the process is to subvert the process, which happens all the time. They have stakeholder meetings where the main purpose of the meeting is to have the meeting, so they can say they had the meeting. When the good citizens of Athens, some 2,500 years ago, accused Socrates of corruption, they didn't mean he was trying to bribe the youth. When they said that he was corrupting the youth, they didn't mean he was giving them money in brown envelopes. They meant that he was producing bad outcomes, to put it as briefly as I can. And for those listening at home, I want them to know that there's all kinds of corruption that goes on in Pinellas County government. For instance, when Ms. Long ran for office, her salaried legislative assistant was also her campaign manager. Now, how are the citizens supposed to know when the salaried person who's available at all hours is acting as her legislative aide and when they're acting as her campaign manager? This is also a form of corruption.